Hi guys, Aka here. So, Olav is in the house. Yes folks, the latest CAV general to be added to the game, and I'm sure a lot of you are watching, wondering whether you should cut yourself a piece of that Olav pie. Well, we're gonna take a good look at Olav here, see what he can do, see how he measures up to the other competition, and whether he's worth your time. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Okay guys, want to put a quick word in for the Amazon App Store. Now, some of you might know this, but for anyone that doesn't, the App Store is officially ending all third-party services by the 20th of August this year. So, if you have Amazon coins that you have already paid for towards Evony, you need to use those before the 20th of August. Now, if you're someone that uses an Amazon device, don't worry, you will still have access to the App Store and its main features, so you can continue to do your thing on there. Aside from that, of course, there are going to be lots of Evony events running. I'm going to stay on top of that, so you guys make sure you stay on top of it too. And there's going to be a new Evony Discord opening up for us to stay connected. Link to the Discord is down in the description. That's it guys, remember the D-date, 20th of August. Okay, so we have Olav here, and if you permit me to just go on a little bit of a tangent, I personally like his character design, okay? I think he looks very nice, very cool. Anyway, so we look at his main skill, and in his main skill, he gets 55% attack, 40% defense, and 40% HP. And remember, he's a when leading the army to attack general, okay? So he's an attacking general. Right, now if we look at his specialties and we put all of them together, Olav comes out with a total of 80% attack, 55% defense, and 45% HP. Now if we come to his ascension, by the time we put everything in his ascension together, Olav gets 80% attack, 35% defense, and 75% HP. Now, when we put all of his stats together, Olav comes out with a total of 215% attack, another general over 200, right? So we're seeing a few of those now, 130% defense, and 160% HP. Okay, that's good stuff, good stuff. Now, let's put him against the other competition and see how he does. So, these are the generals that we're going to be comparing Olav with, okay? And these are their stats. Now, at first glance, you can see that he's not doing too bad on the stats, okay? He's not quite the highest for attack, but he's doing very well on the HP. The defense it's okay, all right? Now, if I'm not mistaken, Olav probably has the best or the second best HP in the game. Attack, he's pretty decent. Defense, he's okay. Right? So, stats-wise, Olav is not doing too bad. Now, we bring out the march sizes of these generals so that we can get a broader idea of how he matches up. And as you can see here, though Olav has, by all respects, decent march size, he's a little bit handicapped when compared to the other generals. I mean, these are some of the top generals in the game, and yeah, he's falling a bit short on the march size here. Now, of course, we know how march size works, and it affects a lot of stuff for the generals. So because of this, maybe Olav might be falling a bit short of the top competition that we are looking at. But all in all, he's still doing pretty okay. Right, now we move on to have a look at his covenant. So we have his covenant here, and these are the three generals that he needs for his covenant. Okay, pretty decent selection, not too difficult to get. So for most people, doing Olav's covenant shouldn't be too much of a problem. Now we look at his stats, right? They're all pretty okay. He gets some additional march size in there, which we have factored in. Right? Nothing too bad, nothing too great. I will want to point out one thing though. If you look at his last covenant there, that's in rally mounted troop HP. That's a lot, okay? I think that's pretty high for an in-rally start. And he's also got the attacking HP at the top. Also some in-rally mounted attack, which is good. So yeah, Olav is looking like a general that you might really want to have in a rally. All right, so that's that for Olav's Covenant. Now we want to go on and check his compatibility. And of course, the first one that we're going to check, as we usually do, is the compatibility with skill books. Right, so I've got Olav here. And if we just go into the skill books, okay, we check for mounted attack. He's good for mounted attack. If we scroll down right quick, mounted defense we have here. He's good for that. And if we move on, HP right here, he's good for that as well. And then scroll down for the march size just to make sure he's good for march size as well. So Olav can take all the mounted books that we have in the game. Okay, so booking this guy is not going to be a problem. Right, now we want to come out so that we can check his compatibility with other generals. So we have Olav here, and the first general that we want to check Olav's compatibility with is Napoleon. And unfortunately, as you can see, Olav is not compatible with Napoleon. In addition to this, Olav is also not compatible with Polygenus. Also, Olav is unfortunately not compatible with Marco Polo, which is not great news for the Marco Polo users out there. But if you're a fan of Olav, you should be happy because Olav is compatible with Washington Prime, which is a very good combination. Now, in addition to this, Olav is also compatible with Zhao Yun. Olav is compatible with Hestia, the goddess of Cav. Okay, that's good. And he's compatible with Sun Ce as well. Okay, so those are the generals that I was able to check Olav with. But as you know, we've got tons of other mounted generals out there. So if you guys don't mind, feel free to drop any combinations that you know of Olav in the comments. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Right, so we've taken a look at Olav as the main general. Now, if we want to see how he does as an assistant, so these are the stats that we have here for Olav against some of the top assistants in the game. And as you can see, stats-wise, yeah, he's doing pretty okay. All right, stats-wise, he's pretty decent. Unfortunately, again, in this situation, he's handicapped by the march size. You can see that we have quite a few generals with significantly better march sizes than Olav does as an assistant. So, yeah, that's why it is. Now, the verdict on Olav is that he's okay. You know, he's all right. He is a decent general. Unfortunately, when you're comparing him against the top generals that we've been getting lately, because we've been getting a lot of bad dudes, Marco Polo, Chen Yaojing, Heraldson, Washington Prime. If you're comparing him against those guys, unfortunately, Olav is handicapped in the march size department. So, yeah, he's not quite meeting up with them there. So, if you have any of these top generals as your main general, yeah, there'll be really no need for you to switch to Olav. In addition, Olav, stats-wise, he's okay as an assistant. March size-wise, again, same problem. So, unfortunately, there'll be quite a few better options than Olav to use as an assistant for your mounted march. Now, that being said, if, for example, you have one of the older top generals, someone like Polygenus or even Napoleon Prime, Olav is better than those generals. So, if for some reason, let's say you had Napoleon Prime and you're stuck ascending him and you wanted to get a general that you could fully ascend, Olav is available now. So yeah, that would be a decent option for you. In addition, I personally think that because of Olav's stats, in particular, we saw in his Covenant right here where he has the 15% in rally mounted HP. I personally think that Olav would be a decent general for you to add to your boss hunting arsenal. I think that would be a good option. So that's pretty much it for Olav. But if you are looking for like a top mounted general. You can check out this video here where I've done other comparisons for mounted generals, which I think are likely stronger than Olav. So if you haven't seen those, be sure to check it out. That's it from me, guys. Thank you very much. Aka signing out.